Hello guys, it's Johnny Time and welcome to another DeFi and on-chain analysis tutorial. Today we're gonna learn how the PancakeSwap team operates behind the scenes. So apparently putting the mic on is not enough. You actually need to know how to operate this thing, and as you probably know, hardware fails us all sometimes, and it failed me this time. It really failed me. And I hope that the next time it won't fail me and I will be able to provide for you videos with amazing sound quality. Thank you for the patience. By checking their on-chain transactions, on-chain admin wallets, and on-chain Gnosis Safe wallet. This is gonna be super interesting tutorial and video because you're gonna learn how these DeFi teams operate your DeFi protocols, DeFi projects behind the scenes, and the small ants that are sending transactions, adding new pools to the farms, adding new tokens to the zero pools. You're gonna see exactly and technically how it works on-chain with a Gnosis Safe wallet that is controlled by PancakeSwap. So it's gonna be super interesting and I hope you're gonna love this tutorial. And if you are interested in more high quality DeFi and on-chain content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification button. And now without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so my research started when I stumbled upon the MasterChef contract. The MasterChef contract is a contract that is responsible to mint cake tokens and incentivize liquidity adding in the farms on PancakeSwap and the zero pools. So this is the MasterChef contract, and this is the contract that every one of you, when you stake farm tokens or liquidity pool tokens or in the zero pool, you interact with. And I was interested how they operate the smart contract. So I went to the read contract section, scrolled down a bit, and then I found here the admin, the owner. So if you scroll down here, you can see this is the owner. This is the function that lets you see the owner of the MasterChef PancakeSwap smart contract. This is the address who is able to add new farms, to change the weight for farms, the emissions, and all this kind of cool stuff. So we're gonna take a look at this owner and this address. And this is, as you can see, it's not a single wallet, it's not a normal wallet, but it's another smart contract because you can see here the contract sign and you can see over here the contract tab. And this is a Timelock contract. So if you're not familiar with Solidity and DeFi and how these kind of things are implemented, Timelock contract is a contract that basically postpone a transaction. It gives some kind of cooldown. Why we do it in DeFi? To basically make the users and the community trust more the admins and the project team. So anyone can track this kind of Timelock contract and they prepare for it. So if the admins are doing something malicious, they cannot do it directly right now in this same moment. They cannot make a transaction and execute it at the moment. The Timelock has some kind of cooldown. So if they want to add a new farm or change the emissions for existing farm, the weight, it will need to have some kind of cooldown that will be defined by the Timelock smart contract so the community and the users can react. So the owner of this MasterChef smart contract is this kind of Timelock smart contract that add this kind of security and trust and this kind of cooldowns. Now, you're wondering, okay, so how are they sending the transaction? How do they change the settings of the MasterChef smart contract? That's why we need to get into more deeply and read the data of the Timelock smart contract. And by scrolling down, you can see the admin of the Timelock. This is the address that is able to add transaction to the queue that will be executed later on once the cooldown is off. So we wanted to check out who is this kind of admin. And now we get to the admin address and we can see that it's another smart contract. So it's the MasterChef, Timelock, and another smart contract. Let's see what kind of contract it is. You can see the transactions. They are very recent, 13 hours ago, 2 years ago. So this is a very active smart contract. And if you go to the contract section, bam, there you go. This is a Gnosis Safe proxy. This is a MultiSig wallet. This is also very common among DeFi projects. Instead of one address, one wallet that might be hacked, even if it's a ledger, a hardware wallet, we want Gnosis Safe wallets, which are MultiSig wallets that in order to execute a transaction, you need X out of Y signatures. So this safe might have 6 owners, and out of them you need 4 transactions in order to execute a transaction, 4 signatures. So it adds some kind of security to this smart contract. So the MasterChef smart contract is protected by a time lock that is protected by a Gnosis Safe MultiSig wallet. Now we want to learn what is this Gnosis Safe wallet, what are the owners of it, how many signatures are required, what kind of asset it has, to see all the transaction histories of this wallet. So we can read a transaction, but it will be quite hard, the transactions and the internal transactions and the tokens over here. And much easier way for you, I'm gonna reveal some kind of trick, is going to Gnosis Safe website and open the Gnosis Safe app. Now when you go to Gnosis Safe app, you add existing wallet. You want to add existing wallet, you just need to copy the smart contract of this kind of PancakeSwap Gnosis Safe wallet, click here continue, and then name it whatever you want, PancakeSwap Safe. Paste the address over here, click next, and here you can see that it automatically loads all the owners of the safe, and you can see that there are 6 owners and all their addresses. So these are probably PancakeSwap core team admins that are operating this kind of safe. You're gonna click here continue, and you can see that it's 3 out of 6 owners. So in order to change the MasterChef smart contracts, you need 3 out of these 6 owners to approve it. Okay, so it's another layer of security rather than the time lock. You need 3 out of 6. If you just hack one of them, it's not enough. You need 3. So we're gonna click here add, and there you go. Now you have the full view of the Gnosis Safe application. If you are new with Gnosis Safe and you want to learn more how to create Gnosis Safe wallet, what is Gnosis Safe wallet, and how to operate it, make sure to watch my other tutorials about Gnosis Safe in the description below, or just search for Gnosis Safe Johnny Time and you will find all of them on YouTube. Now let's try to analyze this kind of Gnosis Safe wallet. You can see that he has 34 tokens at the moment. It's 3 out of 6 signatures, what we saw already before, and we can click here to view the assets of the safe. You can see that here it has some Trivian tokens, Anchor token, BUSD tokens, and these are the tokens that are owned by the safe. Now, some of the tokens, the USD value will not be reflected, so the value of the safe might be even more, because it might be more than 200K, because these kind of tokens are not counted. Now, if you want to see the transaction history, basically go to the transaction and you can see all the history of that transactions. For example, you can see that August 29, there were 3 transactions: execute transaction, queue transaction, and another queue transaction. Let's see the most recent one, the queue transaction. And the queue transaction is basically to add a transaction to the queue of the Timelock smart contract. And if you want to see what is this transaction, we can see that it was created and it was confirmed by 3 of the owners. So it passed, okay, because there are 3 out of 3 required confirmations, which means that the transaction will be executed on chain and will be forwarded to the Timelock smart contract. Now you can see the target of the address. You can open it also in Etherscan, and you can see that the target of this transaction will be the MasterChef. So this is a transaction that's gonna change the state variables of the MasterChef smart contract, and you can see the function that was called, the signature of the bytes of the function, which is add, that gets uint, address, boolean, and a boolean. So this is basically adding another liquidity pool token to the farms of PancakeSwap. These are the admins adding new farm to the MasterChef smart contracts behind the scene. This is super interesting. Now we can click here to show more, and this is all the bytecode data that was sent to the function. So it's quite complicated, but if you are watching my videos, you already know how to read it. So you can see here the integer. This is probably going to be the pool number. You can also go to the MasterChef smart contract and understand every parameter, what it means, and by searching the add, it's going to be here, sorry, on the right contract. and add. And you can see that the add will be the allocation point, the LP token address is regular and with updates. So we are interested to see what kind of liquidity pool token will be added to the farms, right? So we want to find out this kind of second parameter. So we're gonna go back, and this is the address, guys. So this is the address. You can see here the parameter over here. And now we're gonna check what is this kind of new farm that was added by PancakeSwap admins. We will go here and we'll search this kind of address, and bam, there you go. This is the WOM BUSD liquidity pool token. So this kind of liquidity will be incentivized on the PancakeSwap farms, and cake tokens will be minted to incentivize adding and farming this kind of liquidity. What is WOM? Let's see if our thesis works, and this is something that makes sense. Now we can verify that the admins are actually doing something for the community. So we're gonna go to PancakeSwap and see if they posted something on their blogs, on their proposal, on the governance. So let's go to the blog and let's see the recent articles. Ask Me Anything AMN with Wombat, the next IFO project on PancakeSwap. So now everything makes sense. Wombat, the WOM token, is the next IFO, and that's why the PancakeSwap admins are adding Q to the transaction to add it to the MasterChef smart contracts. So I hope this walkthrough was super interesting for you, as it was for me to find it and to do the research. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more amazing videos in the future, and thank you for watching my videos, and I will see you in the next tutorials. Bye bye.